Hello YouTube, this is Riku558, and it's going to be day 4 of my Kabuto week. And today we're going to be looking at the S.H Figuarts Kamen Rider Kabuto Hyper form. I don't do Figuarts reviews that often, so I'm going to do it the way most reviewers do it, with the packaging first, and then the insides, the figure details, and all sorts of stuff. If you don't know the format, just go watch another Figuarts review or something. So starting with the box. We got nice black and white text with Master Rider Kabuto and Hyperform. And a nice, looks like a photo of the actual costume. Correct me if I'm wrong, it might be the actual figure art. I can't tell which because they both look really realistic. Alright, so on the side of the box, I just knocked over Kabuto. We got the Master Rider Kabuto with Hyperform, S.H Figuarts. On the front, we have the, let me focus on that, little phrase for the Figuarts line. And then same thing for here. And then some warnings about not choking on small parts, because it has lots of small parts. And once again, the name. And on the back, it says simple style, heroic action. And a bunch of Japanese text that I can't read right now. Got the Path to Heaven pose. Nice picture of the details on the head, I suppose. Kabuto with the perfect Zactor, getting ready for the Hyper Slash, or I forgot I think it was like Maximum Rider Typhoon or something. And then his Rider Kick with the effect parts for the wings. And then that's actually it. So I'm just going to open up the box and take out the innards. Well, let's see. It does come with an instruction manual, but I'm not going to look over it because it's basically how to put parts on. Like right there, you can see parts being swapped out for the hands and how to, excuse me, replace the wings. But I can show you that in the review. Anyways, here's the knocked over Kabuto, because his feet don't really hold him up that well. As far as I can tell, at least. Okay, so let's just adjust the camera just a bit and center him on the camera. There you go. So here he is, looking very nice. All the paint apps are, I'm pretty sure, are where they need to be. I have a pretty decent idea of what the costume in the show actually looked like, so I'm pretty sure. So just get a look at the, get a close up on the head. Nice compound eyes, using a silver part on the bottom and a clear blue part on top. And nice molded details in there, I really like that. And then you have a little, I think, vents on the horn. I'm not really 100% sure about that, but you got a nice silver horn with the red, nope, it's just the reflection of the light. But nice secondary horn to match the big horn. Nice silver helmet, and the painted details on this thing are just absolutely amazing. I don't review figures that often, but I know when I see a good one. Nice glossy metallic red right there, and all over the body. And then the feet are different for the, I guess the foot that does the rider kick and then normal foot. One's red and one's black and silver. Well, this one's red, black, and silver, but whatever. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take a look at the Kabuto Zactor. Looks very nice. I don't think it's missing any real details. And then this is the Hyper Zactor. I went with the red Sharpie and colored in the button and the tips of the horns, because otherwise it'd be pure silver, and I didn't really like that too much. So all you need to do is just color it a little, and you're good. Anyways, refocus. And for articulation, it's your standard S.H Figuarts, I guess. I'm not sure what to refer it to, since this is actually one of my first Figuarts I owned. So, head's on a double ball joint, I believe. Or I think it's a single ball joint, I can't tell, but I can do the bobbing motion. It rotates all the way around. The neck seems to be on the joint, so I think it is a double ball joint. So you can go up a bit, down quite a bit, and go side to side on that joint. Arms are going to be on a swivel, I suppose, like a hinge and a ball joint, like every S.H Figuart would be. So you can go in and out pretty far, obviously rotate around, and then wiggle on the body joint. Shoulders can go up separate from the body. I think they're actually attached to the shoulder, so they don't like fall off or something. And then this goes up for the hyper form. Arms bend for a little bit more than, for actually a little bit less than 180, probably like 135. And then the wrists are going to be on a ball joint so they can rotate and wiggle. And so the waist is going to be on, I believe, a double ball joint. Once again, excuse my voice, I'm still getting over my, I think it's a flu. Anyways, double ball joint, so I can move his body in all sorts of ways. His wings are on ball joints to reveal the hyperform back. And let's see, his waist or his legs are on your typical figuarts thing where you can bring it down on a hinge, and then you pull the legs out a bit. So with that, you can bring the legs out about that far, and then with it down, you can bring bring the legs this far forward, that far back, and I think you can rotate just a little bit on the thigh, but it's on a ball joint, so it's not going to get you very far. Oh god, my voice. Anyways, the knee can bend at 2 points for 180. The feet are on ball joints, and I'm not really fond of these. To be honest, I like the die-cast feet, because I own 2 other figuarts now, or 3, and they all actually have die-cast feet, surprisingly enough, and they're very sturdy in my opinion. I think Kabuto figures just kind of missed the dot for these. But anyways, ball joint so it can rotate and wiggle, and then there's a toe joint so it can go up, and that's it. So that's it for articulation. Let's go on to the accessories. So, as Figuarts owners already know, Figuarts usually come with a buttload of accessories, and that is right. So let me just open up the case and get Kabuto out of the way, and here it is. So it comes with the wings, the perfect sector, the extended arm guards and leg guards, and a bunch of hands. So I'm just going to go ahead and look at the hands. So here's the either the path to heaven or the grandma says thing. Here's a weapon holding hand with a trigger finger out. Comes with 2 fists. I think it comes packaged with the fists on. I forgot to switch them out. I've actually owned this guy for quite a long time. And here's the other trigger finger hand. A pair of grabby hands. And as other people would call the molester hands, because it kind of looks like it. Nice details on the hand guards as usual. And that's it for the hands. So let's go on to the perfect sector. Perfect sector. Wow, my voice sounds horrible. My camera doesn't pick up the weird parts. Anyways. As usual, perfect sector has great detail because it's a Figuarts weapon. Everything's exactly the way it should be. Even has the 4 buttons for the Drake, the Kabuto, Zabi, Drake, and Sword power. So one thing I do want to mention: all the sectors are removable, including Drake. You just unpeg them. Drake, you have to unpeg the part that holds it down, and then unpeg the Drake itself, and then just plop it out, and you can remove it like that. and then the sword just pops straight off. If I can get to it. I think it slides off. No, it pops off. There you go. Just pops straight off. Because the peg's on. Get a nice look at the Zector. It looks very nice. It's incredibly tiny. I'm actually surprised they decided to paint in all the detail. You need to have the little silver legs and that little eye. Even though technically the scorpion's eyes are right there. But whatever. No one really cares. So just peg that back in to the bottom. Take a look at the Drake Zector. Once again, looking very nice. The clear parts are clear for the wings. Silver eyes. And nice black lines for the details. Obviously that peg isn't supposed to be there, but that's how it pegs into the weapon. So, whatever. So to put it back in, just feed it back through. I believe it's like this. And peg it back in. Like that. And then taking a look at the Zabi. Obviously it's stuck in the Hyper Sting mode, but that's good enough as it is. Also, I did notice that its Hyper Sting mode's really long compared to what I remember it being, but details are all there. Clear parts for the wings, silver ring for that ring that he pulls and twists, and then nice yellow details for the B part. So just peg that back in. And one last thing that this perfect Zector can do is go from sword to gun mode. Actually, in sword mode, the bottom part goes out like this, so it looks like the hand guards. And then when you want to go in gun mode, you just flip the handle down and close it back up. And then it goes into gun mode. So I'm going to use the sword mode because, to be honest, the gun mode was only used like once or twice, and the sword mode looks cooler. So I'm just going to give him a weapon holding hand and just pop it off. And of course it wants to be a pain in the butt on camera. And it fell. There you go. Just put it right in. Trust me, this is way easier than it looks, but obviously things have to be troublesome when being reviewed. So yep, got it in there, and just kind of fit it into his hand, like so. I believe it's like this, because that's where the trigger is. And just get him into an okay pose with the sword. I do like rotating it to the side so it looks like he's actually about to swing it or something. And something like that should do for now. Although his legs don't like to hold him up. There you go. Anyways, one of my favorite parts of the Hyperboard Kabuto isn't just this. It's actually the his Hyper Clock Up. So let's get him ready for that. And apparently his wings were too excited and decided to pop straight off. So first you got to pop off the wings, and then pop off all the armor, the wrist and shin guards, I guess. So just go ahead and pop them all off. And then that should be it for the arms and legs. I'll go start with the chest because it doesn't require any real part swapping, it just requires replacement. So just pop off the two chest panels. It'll be kind of difficult the first time because the joints will be extra tight. Just kind of pop it off, and then it'll be sitting in the closer ones, and then set these two pegs into the farther peg holes so that it looks like it's open. And then it'll reveal the gold and orange or bronze. Yeah, it's bronze gold and bronze coloring inside the chest. If I can just get this right. There we go. For the shoulders, all you need to do is lift up these panels, reveal the gold vents, and then we need to get out these parts. I believe these are really long, and these ones are different. As you can tell, the one on the left is considerably longer. These goes on the long ones go on the legs, the short ones go on the arms. Just wanted to make sure that there's a differentiation, because it actually does make a difference. So just go ahead and peg in the new parts, like so. And then try to do it on camera as best as possible, obviously. And try not to lose your voice, because that would be bad. Okay. And finally, put in the wings. So just put them in like the old wings were. Just make sure that they're lined up properly. And then they can move all over the place because they're on ball joints. So that is it for the Kamen Rider Kabuto, the S.H Figuarts Kabuto Hyper form. To be honest, I really loved the Hyper form design, which is why I ended up getting the figure art. The quality is great. Accessories are really good. The joints are pretty tight on this guy. I'm not really sure if they're loose or not. I noticed that Fize's left leg was considerably looser than most of my other figures in general. The only flaw I have with him really is the unpainted Hyperzector, which isn't that big of a deal, and his ball jointed feet, because he can't stand up. So I'm probably just gonna put him on a Tamashii stage or something. Other than that, this guy's pretty much perfect. There's nothing really wrong with him. I really do like the wings. Although I think they came looking kind of frosted. I'm not sure why, but the quality is really good. They might have been warped a bit over time, but whatever. So basically a perfect figure and a nice way to end my Kabuto week. Once again, if you can find it, go ahead and buy it. It's a perfect. Its price is probably gonna be amazing no matter what, unless it's like $50 some, because I think $40 is a decent price for this guy. So one last time, I'm gonna recommend him, and thank you for watching. Hopefully, all of my videos throughout Kabuto week. I do apologize that this showed up one day late. I was feeling really under the weather yesterday, much more than I do sound now, and I couldn't get a video in. So once again, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.